Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to do EXP25 Excel chapter 2 Cumulative Garden Furniture. Basically this is the second chapter of Excel section of this Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step so that you can get your assignment done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Excel, Word, PowerPoint or Access assignments, simulation training, simulation exams, midterm or final, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. I will produce A grade for you in your course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please contact me either through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics, statistics as well. So now at start of the instruction you can see the project description. So this is the project description. There is nothing to solve. There is nothing to solve in this project description, but I suggest you to read this project description well so that you can get an idea about the assignment. Once you will go through this project description, this will be easy for you to solve this assignment on your own, and you will be able to solve this assignment easily. After going through this project description, you will get an idea about the assignment. Then we will move to main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project, steps to perform to complete this assignment. And total steps to solve in this assignment are 19. So we are supposed to solve 19 questions or 19 steps to get this assignment done. So now let's move to first step of the assignment. Start Excel, download and open the file named EXP25 Excel Chapter 2 Cumulative Furniture Sales. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file name. So this is the Excel workbook. Sorry. This is the Excel workbook that we're going to use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions to this Excel workbook and we will make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So I have already downloaded this Excel workbook from the Pearson dashboard. So you can also download this Excel workbook from your course dashboard or the Pearson dashboard. So step number 1 is just about talking about downloading of this Excel workbook. There is nothing else to solve in step number 1. So now let's move to step number 2. Insert a function in cell C3 to display the current date and ensure that the format is set as long date. So let me go to cell C3 and here we are supposed to show the current date. So to show the current date we always use a formula that is called today function. So for this we will use today function. So type an equal sign and type today. So now you can see this today function there, double click on that and just press enter. So now you can see that we got the current date in cell C3 of this worksheet. Now we are supposed to ensure that the format of this date should be long date. So just go to home tab after selecting cell C3, just go to home tab and go to this number section and click this arrow and from here press long date. So this is the long date format for this date. So we have shown the current date in cell C3. So that is step number 2. So step number 3 is saying set column C width to auto fit. So just select this column, go to format tab and select auto fit column width, this one. Okay, or you can double click here as well to auto fit a column width. Okay, Now let's do step number 4. Step number 4 is saying insert a function in cell D11 to display the item name based on the provided inventory lookup information in the range B24 up to D29. So B24 here up to D29. So this table has the lookup information, so we can call it lookup array as well. So now be sure to use the appropriate absolute cell references and the function return an exact match. Copy the function from cell D11 down through the D19 to complete column D. So now we are supposed to go to cell D11 and we are supposed to find the item name, and this item name is based on the SKU column given in column C. So here we are supposed to use lookup function. Okay, click on the function symbol. So our lookup value will be the SKU that is given in cell C11. Okay, now our table array is given here, that is B4 up to B29. But for this we are supposed to use absolute references. So we will use the dollar sign before the column name and row number. And column index is column 2. So we will type column 2 and it should be a exact match. For the exact match we always use false. So we will get the item name, that is the leader sectional. So we got this by using the lookup function. So now we are supposed to copy this formula down up to cell D19. So like for this 294211, 294211. This one 294211, the item type will be the leader section. So like this 446741, 446741, it should be AND table set, and we can see the 1146 AND table set. So that means we got this result correctly. So that is all about step number 4 of this assignment. Now let's do step number 5. Insert a function in cell F11 to display the item price based on the provided inventory lookup information. Be sure to use appropriate absolute cell references and the function return an exact match. Copy the function from F11 to down through F19. So first we got the item name from this table array. Now we are supposed to get this price column, okay, from this table array. For this again we will use a lookup function. Okay, click on function symbol to enter the function arguments. So now again here, again our lookup value will be the SKU column, that is C11, because this table array values are based on the SKU column. So our lookup value will be the C11, okay, SKU column. Table array will be again same, starting from B24 up to D29, but we are supposed to use the absolute references for this one. Okay, we will use the dollar sign before the column name and the row number. Now our column index is column 3 in this table array, column 1, column 2 and column 3. So we will use column 3 because now price is given in column 3 of this selected range, that is the table array. So range lookup will be again false because we are supposed to use an exact match. Okay, true or omitted, find an exact match, false, or closer match will be the true, but we are supposed to find an exact match, so we will use false here. So now we can see that we got leather sectional has a price of 1399. So you can see leather sectional has a price of 1399. So we got this price from here. Now we are supposed to use the fill handler to copy this formula down up to cell F19. So like for and table set, we have a price of 468. So let me see, and table set has a price of 468. Dining table has a price of 600. So let me see, dining table has a price of 600. So that's mean I have done this step correctly, because we were supposed to use a lookup function for this as well. So now let's do step number 6. Apply currency format to cell F11. So we will select cell F11 values here, and again we will go to number format. We can go to number format by going to home tab, then click this number. Okay, and from here we will select currency and click OK. That is the first way to apply currency format to this one. Other way is just go to home tab and in number section click this arrow and from here select currency. Okay, now currency format has been applied to this one. Okay, so that is all about step number 6. Now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 7. Insert an if function in cell G11 to calculate the total due. So now we are supposed to use if function in cell G11 to calculate the total due. If the customer has chosen delivery, that's mean if column E is equal to yes. Column E is talking about the delivery. So if the customer has chosen delivery, that's mean delivery is yes, then there is an additional delivery charges located in L11. So there will be additional delivery charges given in L11. If the item is not delivered, the total due is price. The total due is price. Be sure to use appropriate relative and absolute cell references. Copy the function from cell G11 down through G19. So now let me go to cell G11 and here we are supposed to use an if function. Okay, now we will our logical test. So our logical test is if column E is equal to yes, if column E is equal to yes, if this condition is true, so our price will be price plus additional charges that are given in cell L11. Okay, otherwise it will be equal to the price. So let me explain this formula again. If E11, that is column E, is equal to yes, then price will be the price plus the additional fees. Otherwise it will be equal to the price. Okay, so this is the value that we got after using this formula for if function. So now we are supposed to copy this formula down up to cell D19 so that we can get the other results. Okay, so let me see for this. So now for this you can see that column E is no, so then total price will be equal to this price 1399. So you can see 1399. But for the last one, the delivery is yes, So total price will be this price plus this 75. That will be 542.99. So that is all about step number 7. So we are done with step as well. So now let's do step number 8. Apply currency format to column G. So we will select column G and go to the home tab, and from here we can apply the currency format. This one is the currency format. So we have applied the currency format to this one. So that is step number 8. So in this video I have solved 8 steps for you out of 16 steps. So I have solved 8 steps for you. But if you want me to do this complete assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, my WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can contact me either through WhatsApp or email, and you can hire me for your complete assignment or complete course, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. So thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another useful solution. Thank you so much again.